supercomputer center in Tianjin, China, and exfiltrated up to 10 petabytes of classified defense data. That is a lot of data. The samples posted on dark web forums include bomb and missile designs, animated explosion simulations, structural integrity tests, renderings of the J-2 Chinese stealth fighter, sixth-generation aircraft concepts, Chinese nuclear submarine schematics, Chinese hypersonic weapons systems, and target analysis for American assets, including HIMAR launchers and carrier strike groups. All of this got hacked while China has been facing this economic crisis, oil crisis. They're trying to prop up the Iranian regime. Who do you think is behind flaming China? Who do you think this group of hackers is working for? I would suppose, if I had money for the United States.
Done any Lego today, or is this the first time you're going to do it?
The entire printed collection of the U.S. Library of Congress is approximately 10 terabytes. This breach is 1,000 times that volume. It is being sold for cryptocurrency on breach forums. Cybersecurity experts who reviewed the previews told CNN the data appears genuine, matching known output patterns.
Oh my fucking god!
Facility in Tianjin, which serves over 6,000 clients, including
dude, this guy can't even fucking listen.
aviation firms across China. The timing of all of this is extraordinary. Trump posted a 50% tariff threat on any country supplying military weapons to Iran hours before CNN published this story. 5 Chinese vessels shipped sodium perchlorate to Iran from a port in China in the past 6 weeks.
I just wanted to thank you for reminding me that I'm in Clown World.
China's Ghost Fleet continues operating through IRGC's
How do you do that? I would totally lose my my bearings in this world.
That designed the weapons China is helping Iran reconstitute has been gutted by hackers selling its contents for the same cryptocurrency that Iran has been charging for passages through the Strait of Hormuz. The irony is architectural. China built a parallel financial system using yuan and a cryptocurrency to bypass the dollar, the US dollar at the Hormuz. Big no-no as far as we are concerned. A hacker group is now using crypto to bypass Chinese state security and sell Beijing's most classified military designs to anyone with a cryptocurrency wallet address. If you have the money, you could go buy all this information if you wanted. The same technology that enables sanction evasion enables espionage monetization. The blockchain does not distinguish between a toll payment and a weapons leak. The process, and now it is processing. For Xi Jinping, this is a catastrophe arriving at the worst possible moment. Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary, who's going to Beijing mid-May for the summit, this summit for the Chinese was already going to be difficult. Trump holds the waiver on 150 million barrels of Chinese-bound Iranian crude oil. The 50% tariff threat targets China's arms pipeline into Iran. The IDF has just destroyed 100 Hezbollah targets. With Israeli software upgrades, the Pentagon approved today. And now the classified designs for China's most advanced military systems, the systems that justify China's rare earth monopoly, and the South China Sea posture, and the Taiwanese coercion campaign are now available for purchase on the dark web. China wanted to build a post-dollar world. A hacker group just demonstrated what that world looks like when the technology works in the opposite direction. Folks, China is, as I've said, imploding. Economic catastrophe, energy crisis. They are losing every single day, more so. They are losing their proxy, otherwise known as the Iranian regime, that they have been leveraging against the United States for decades. China is losing their presence in Latin America. Trump is slicing off their global tendrils. And this is why we are seeing reports like this. Urgent, coming from the Chinese Foreign Minister this morning. We call on all concerned parties in the Middle East to resolve disputes through diplomatic means. China is begging for this conflict to come to their country. Their control apparatus is imploding in 10 unique different ways because Trump is outmaneuvering them every single step of the way. Is Trump concerned about this Hormuzian-induced energy crisis? Well, I don't think so. Take a look at this report that we just got this morning. U.S. crude oil exports are skyrocketing. U.S. Gulf Coast crude exports are now on track to average a record.
So what I originally asked was if you went on Lego earlier today.
That would be an increase of 23%, or almost an increase of 1 million barrels per day since March, and up 30% since February. At the current pace, May exports will exceed 5 million barrels a day for the first time in all of U.S. history. This comes as Asian buyers
What's wrong with being an autist, dude?
Cargoes to offset the loss of Middle Eastern oil supply, while flows from the Strait of Hormuz remain significantly limited. For May alone, 28 supertankers are already
Don't they run the world?
in U.S. crude, compared to 5 typically booked at this point.
But I'm abnormal in a good way, though, right?
Global demand for American oil
I think differently than people, and I can change the world.
China is now looking to purchase oil from the United States of America. Something that they
Dude. Why is it that like angry people are so jealous of people with talent and potential, dude? Why are you so fucking hateful of my genius?
China's economy is imploding. Their energy
You don't know.
sector is non-existent. They're desperate for oil. They are looking to buy oil.
Oh no, I'm just, I got my theories, but I just want to hear it from you, dog.
Drill agenda, and it is working flawlessly, magnificent.
No, it's reality, dog. You're hating on me.
They're begging for this thing to come to an end. Meanwhile, President Trump is putting
Dog.
ladies and gentlemen, that is
Why?
a big China update. Real quick, I would like to say thank you all for being here. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Folks, we're going to do something very irregular. I normally don't do this, but we're going to do a Rumble sponsorship ad read before we get to the super chats, because I really do love you guys know you don't need to hear my spiel again. I really do love Rumble. So we are going to do a Rumble ad read real quick. It'll take 2 minutes, and then we're going to get to the super chats. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. Like I said, folks, domestically in the Middle East, over in China, Trump is winning non-stop. Okay, I know there's this meme. It's a joke almost. People treat it like a joke. They say 5-dimensional chess. Trump is, oh, here he goes. Trump is playing 5-dimensional chess again. Well, but like literally though he is. That is, and I think we probably adequately broke that down today. He is playing 5-dimensional chess. For this entire time, we've been talking about the Chinese angle, and I've had people saying, "Oh, come on, Matt, China's got nothing to do with this." Really though? Really? I don't know about that. Now let me pull up. Let me figure out how to do this. Rumbles. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Bear with me for a few minutes. I'm going to do my best. And then we're going to do something. Need to get this thing up here on the screen. I think it's going to pop up right there. There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? Here is a little inside scoop that many creators are talking about behind the scenes. It's actually one of the reasons why I love to use Rumble. They made a way to super chat creators so that we get paid immediately and without any fees whatsoever. YouTube and Twitch, you see, they take 50% of That's the reality. This method here, it's called the Rumble Wallet, takes absolutely none, meaning I get 100% of it. That's right, the platform takes 0 fees. I keep nearly 100%. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether USD, and even Tether Gold stablecoins. These are some cryptocurrencies. The tip through the Rumble Wallet here will show up at the very top of the Rumble chat, where I, of course, will say, thank you very much, I appreciate that, I'll read your message. All you need to do is download the Rumble Wallet on the App Store. If you've got Android or iPhone, I've got an iPhone. You can download it, and you can have the Rumble Wallet. You can alternatively go to wallet.rumble.com, or like I said, you can download the app directly from the App Store.
Nice!
What a beautiful hat. Man, that's a good-looking hat, man. I don't want to.
The Iran negotiations are done.
Okay, and you know, I don't want to break. This is going to be
War is coming.
You know how I'm ride or die? I got this hat in 2016. I don't even think you can buy hats like this anymore. Go on the MAGA store, MAGA.store. You can't even buy one like this anymore. I just went for 10 years. Okay. 10 years. Wow.
Holy shit, dude.
Crazy. Time is flying by. 10 years of comfort. Okay. Sherry Berry is our very first super chat of the day. Sherry, thank you very much. She says, thank you for your awesome reporting from day one of the Iran conflict. You're the only one who went above and beyond, hours at a time. God bless you and your growing family. We love your show. Sherry Berry, thank you very much. Sincerely, I appreciate that. Can I tell you something, Sherry? I'm not in a hurry today, so I'll take a minute. We can meander about a little bit. I have been considering, and I'm not promising, it's not a promise, but it's a thought in my head, it's a consideration. I've been considering increasing the length of my daily broadcasts up from 1 hour up to 2 hours. Because, you know, there was this guy, Rush Limbaugh, rest in peace. You know, he did a 3-hour show every day. And I said, good God, I don't know how he did, I don't know how I would do it, but that's impressive. I was saying, you know, if he can do 3, if he did do 3, God bless him. So I was thinking about doing 2 a day. Maybe I can bump it up. Now, of course, you know, I do 7 days a week. Everybody else seems like they do 4 or 5 days a week. We are here 7 days a week. And, you know, I'm a one-man operation. I don't have a producer or a script writer or an editor. I'm like, my hands are in everything that happens. I do all the research. I put it all together. So bumping up to 2 hours, it would be a little bit difficult. I think it could be done. It's maybe something I could do. I'm thinking about it. That might be something sort of looming on the horizon here. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Patricia Luna says, happy formal Friday. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that, Mrs. Luna. Thank you very much. Good to see you as always. Thank you, ma'am. We've got the regulars. I love the regulars. I look at the chat. I look at the super chats. I remember names. I know you guys. I know you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Ford F and Ranger, he says, they Jussie Smollett themselves. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, maybe so. Thank you very much. Tom for life, he said, this is MAGA country. Hey, this is MAGA country. Yes, yes it is. Why, yes it is. Hey there, this is MAGA country. Why, yes it is. As a matter of fact, yes it is. Never forget. Thank you very much. Tom for life, he says, great work, Matt, and happy Friday. Looking forward to what news comes out of the negotiations this weekend in Pakistan. That's right. They're happening Saturday, which is actually like tonight because of different time zones. So probably, I don't know, maybe starting 12 hours from now or so, Lady Vance and Witkoff and Kushner, they will be meeting with these Iranian representatives. Unless the negotiations fall through, I suppose I don't know. Never know. Thank you very much. It's going to be curious, though. You're right. You're right about that. John Hansen, thank you very much. He says, please make it easy for us.
Dog, I'm getting closer to taking over the world.
Rembro. He's here every day now. He says, today's a
Dog,
shout-out
look
to
at what
you,
I
your
sent
lovely
you,
wife,
dog.
and kids. Love your work, brother,
I've
and
got
love
the
hair.
fucking nuclear codes.
Well, what's left of it? You know, it's slowly falling out. Right now, there's a race. I'm starting to go gray.
I've
right above
hacked
my
all
ears.
the
It's turning
systems.
blue, and I'm already going gray above the ears. Can you believe that? It's because I obsess over politics all day. It's the stress. It's killing me. It's killing my hair. Anyway, there's a race. What's going to happen first? Am I going to go gray or am I going to go bald? Because both of those things are happening simultaneously. The race is on. The race is on. Regrettably, the race is on.
I've hacked all the
Thank you very
systems,
much.
dog.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Renbro. Q, one of my favorite viewers. Q, welcome back, sir. Patriots are in control. He says, you look good in that suit. Enjoy, my friend. Q, thank you, Q. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And that's a massive amount of support. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm always happy to see you in the super chats, in the chat, period. Thank you for being
Getting closer to those images and those ambient videos I set up.
10 times a day. Finally, my dog
I just got to get some more monitors.
Thank God.
Yeah, start looking pretty good.
Thank you for staying level-headed, dude. I cannot recognize any right-wing pundit I used to follow anymore. It's a sad state of affairs. We appreciate you greatly. You might have seen my post on X this morning. I said, I just have no interest in doing this. They're calling it Podcast Wars. The Great Podcast Wars. Many a casualty. Yeah, it seems like there are some casualties. People are going insane. They're losing their damn mind. The Podcast Wars. Have you heard about this? They are
LGBTQMMW2459er Black Ops Hawk Down people.
I'm not interested in the drama. What this person said about that person, and that person said about this
Are
person.
being genocided, dog.
What interests me is the actual political substance.
And genocide.
Of course, keeping the pressure on the far left.
Whoa, dog, you can't genocide a group
far
of
left from
people,
gaining
dog.
power in this country ever again. We need to keep in mind
They're human
who the true enemy
beings,
is
dog.
the far left. We know that to be the case. I personally will keep the pressure on them, not this collective of right-wing podcasters. I know who my enemy is. Do you? I do. Sergeant Fancy Pants, he says sexy hair day.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you, if you guys keep tuning in to the
Of your video?
podcast for 20 years, I'll be doing this for you. Keep coming back for 20 years, and
I
there's
gotta
going to be
open it up on my phone.
and it'll be, whatever's left of it will be increasingly gray every single day.
Nice, dude. Nice. Whoa.
He says, that's a massive one, too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Brooks, he says, thank you, Matt, for your great analysis and your coverage.
There you go, dog.
I really sincerely. I am. Well, how many? We have
I should
27,000 viewers every single day.
set that as like my profile pic or my computer background. Just a close up on his face.
To be entrusted by someone.
Whoa.
We're tuning in, we're getting the news, we're breaking it down. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Jared Lang says Trump the Great. You know, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
There's one man who's iconic in Western history. His name is Alexander. You might have heard of little guy's name is Alexander the Great. They call him.
You watched any, like, aside from the one that you saw in the movie theaters, have you watched any other movies?
And for that feat, we call him the Great. Trump, who knows, man?
Age of what now?
He might be doing something similar. Trump the Great, they say.
Never heard of it.
Hammer, he says.
Did you? Oh, I
17
must have forgotten.
F-16. I haven't seen it.
Age of Battle.
Rome Explorer. He says, Matt, why the UK preparing for war? There is breaking news
Yeah, I know.
just now. I haven't seen.
But did you tell me the plot of
The
it?
UK is preparing for war. I haven't seen that. I did see that Germany
Something
is,
about
what are they doing? If you are a young military middle-aged German man.
Dog, rewatch The Matrix, dog.
Getting the government to even leave the country. I mean, to say, hey, can I leave the and then they give you an allotted time frame to allow you to leave the nation.
Um, you got, what do you have, Paramount?
I haven't heard about this, but that's the British. Here's another massive super chat. Thank you, sir. Patriots really are interesting.
It's on there.
Here's the other half of what I love to do.
Or the
Shows
Animatrix,
best never
like the cart,
changed
like
my
I don't know,
frame.
call it a cartoon. It's like an anime
Really,
prequel Matrix movie. It's pretty good.
you just have
Like the opening cutscenes of that movie are sick. Like where they show like the events leading up to like the war or whatever between the humans and the machines. It's pretty cool.
and I just don't watch them. I've stopped watching them because every single day they're not even talking politics. It's just personal beef.
Have you seen
and theatrics and like
the leaked pictures of the Elden Ring movie?
I don't want to watch it, and so I'm not. You guys, same way, same with you, yeah. We're doing our thing here.
It's well, no, it doesn't show like any actors or anything, but it's like a set. Yeah, and it looks good. Like I can at least say it looks good. It's one of the churches of America that you find throughout the map or whatever throughout the world. And the statue of Queen America looks, yeah, it looks like exactly like it is in the game. So those people did their job well. As for everything else, well, guess we'll just have to wait and see. I still don't want it to be live action, but hopefully it's good. Well, hopefully not. I mean, yeah, I think that too, but you never know, dude. I fucking know, man. Yeah. Nice headache pills. Okay. Headache pills. Headache pills. An hour and a half? Hmm. I don't know where they're filming it, but yeah, it looks good. Yeah, probably. It's A24. I don't know if A24 is a Canadian. Huh? No, like the filming company. It's called A24, and I think A24 might be Canadian, but I honestly don't know. It's funny, like they chose to do Elden Ring live action, but they're also doing an animated Sekiro movie. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if it's set before the events in the game or after or during. I don't know if it's like a prequel type of material, like same time occurring type of material. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know when it exactly it's set. I mean, it could just be yeah, like the events of the game just put into a live action, but yeah, I don't know. If they did if they did a story where it's right when the shattering occurs. So it's basically when all war basically breaks loose or whatever. That would be pretty cool. Huh? Oh, yeah, it's before. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's Melania. Yeah, she unleashes what the fuck is it called? She's like the rock goddess. Um, and there's a specific name for it. She does that in her fight with Radon. That's like after. Huh? Yeah, the Scarlet Rot. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, so she unleashes the Scarlet Rot when she's about to lose to Radon, she does that as a last resort. So she basically just like self nukes to meet his to meet his power, and she basically destroys that entire place. Yeah, I guess so. I would also get the first Dark Souls. That's a fucking classic, dude. Well, you could get original or remaster. I mean, I don't really think there's that much of a difference. I think it's more so like for next gen consoles or whatever, or the PC. I mean, I think it's pretty well optimized for it at this point. Yeah, I own it. Oh, I have the remaster, but no, I didn't get the original. No, I think it would still be there. Oh fuck. Bro, I just remember
Thank you, Paul.
Getting to Lindell, dude. That was
super chat or Rumble rant from Rumble.
That was something else, man.
She says, Patty Boyer, she says, thanks for the updates. Substance and prevention is imperative. You got to bring the substance. That's right.
Yeah, where the balloon heads are.
These negotiations, in person, face to face negotiations taking place in Islamabad tonight, tomorrow.
It's the place where the giant statue dragon is, or whatever, like the petrified dragon.
You know, like I said, I'm not in a hurry today. We're gonna do a survey. I'm gonna ask you folks a question.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna do this in the YouTube chat. I apologize to the Rumblers. We're gonna do a survey. It's a poll here in the YouTube chat, and the question is this: will Trump continue bombing Iran within the next 7 days? This is the question. Will Trump continue bombing Iran within the next 7 days? The options are yes, and they are no. And I have to do this on YouTube, so I apologize to the Twitchers and the Rumblers. The poll is now activated. I'm sorry, YouTube has the poll functionality, so I apologize. Shit. And I've got this pulled up here. I've got the poll pulled up. Let's see what the people have to say. Everybody, do me a favor in the YouTube chat. Make sure to vote here. Now, I need to reload my live chat. Can I see this? Well, I just want to see the. Okay, there it is. There it is. So the question was, will Trump continue bombing Iran within the next 7 days? 87% of respondents said yes. So you guys, you ladies and gentlemen, you are not feeling very optimistic that the ceasefire will hold or that a permanent peace solution will be achieved in Pakistan.
Yeah,
this
if you're
weekend.
eating, if you're eating,
only the
you
fates
want me
know.
to stream,
As they say, only the
I'll
fates
put on
know. Time will tell. Thank
either
you very much for
Bloodborne
participating. We had
or
almost 1,000
maybe
people
Legend of
right now. Thank
Dragoon.
you
I don't
very
know.
much. I appreciate that. Now I want to see. I think we had one more super chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. God forbid I miss any super chats or Rumble rants. Aha.
Yeah.
We have some more. Now, in
Whatever
fact, a lot
works.
more. Renbro says going to Rumble. Thank you very much, Renbro. Jomita Goodwin says regarding China, Amazon has become so China-ized, I no longer purchase from them. There is a lot of just Chinese crap floating around. I understand it's like a luxury. It's difficult because things that are made in America sometimes, not always, but sometimes are more expensive. So it's difficult to say, well, you need to buy everything from America because things are more expensive. But I think really, if you have the option, if you have the opportunity, you should try to buy American if you can. It's a good goal. Old Concrete Lizard, he says, Matt, you are the best one-man show ever.
Dog.
Thank you very much.
Nah.
It's going to stay a one-man show. I really, you guys know that I never really had any interest of doing all the collaboration stuff, going on the podcasts, going on mainstream media. I've been invited to all of them just about, but I just don't really have any interest. Now, because of all this crazy drama, now I really
yesterday after I cleaned up my room, I was fucking tired. Just...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Matt Morris. We are live right now on YouTube as well as on Rumble as well as on Twitch at Matt Morris TV. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. We have one hell of a show. Boy, howdy. We're going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, California Governor Gavin Newsom's political prospects continue to implode as the Trump administration's new fraud task force continues to peel back the layers of fraud, corruption, and abuse in not just the great state of California, but also across the entire country under Democrat leadership. I might add, we have some massive updates to break down. I think you're going to like them. Democrat House Representative and California gubernatorial prospect Eric Swalwell has just had his entire political career implode following a series of very concerning allegations, to say the least. But what if I told you that not everything pertaining to this entire story is as it currently seems? In fact, this entire situation is actually a part of the Democrats' plan, believe it or not. And really, we're getting a lot of this information coming out today. Today, we're going to break all of it down. Some of the details here are just absolutely shocking. President Trump has just completely outmaneuvered the Chinese again. Really, today, it's just getting embarrassing for the CCP. I'm not kidding when I say this, but right now, They are pretty much just flailing around, throwing stuff at the wall and praying that some of it sticks. So we're going to break that down, the CCP angle today, more developments pertaining to the CCP angle. And also, as of this morning, President Trump has just called, very publicly so, he's publicly called the Iranian regime's bluff. He's looked them dead in the eyes, in fact, and called their bluff. And now, as a consequence of calling their bluff, the Iranian regime has found themselves with, guess what? Absolutely zero leverage whatsoever. They're fresh out. A very bad spot to be in for the Iranian regime, considering that negotiations are taking place in Pakistan, perhaps right this very moment. So we're going to break down that entire situation as well, folks. We have a lot to talk about today. Do me a favor, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. It really does help a lot. Without further delay, let's get right into it. But folks, to really kick off today's broadcast, what do you say we start things off by talking about this new White House fraud task force and all of the fraud, corruption, and abuse that they have already, just in the last week and a half or two.
Is this like the 5th day in a row you've had a headache or something?
Able to not only identify, but also criminally prosecute. So now that everybody has liked, followed, and subscribed, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. Holy crap, the White House Fraud Task Force has just found that over 400 businesses have been receiving billions in federal grants. It may be fraudulent. I would suppose that it is. Let's take a look at this report. Let's kick it off.
Andrew, I'm looking at the progress.
Wait, so this has been going for years and years and years? Yeah. So you haven't gone 1 week without a headache? Did it get worse after football? Hmm. Okay.
Just 2 weeks identifying these 400 businesses. How did you identify them?
I mean, look, the federal government has a lot of anti-fraud protections on the books. We've got regulations, we've got statutes. The problem is the Biden administration just ignored them. They turned them off, they ignored them. It was a real disaster. And with our partners at GSA, the task force is just starting to turn these things back on. And we found that 400 businesses with contracts worth $6 billion, originally allocated by the Biden administration, didn't even file physical addresses at their businesses. That's a statutory requirement. You're not supposed to be able to get any money from the United States government unless you put down a physical mailing address, and they just didn't do it. And so with the GSA, in conjunction with the task force, issued letters to these businesses that says you have 30 days or we're cutting you off. There's still $3 billion unpaid on these contracts as of today.
Yeah,
so
I think I understand.
The people who fail to file with us their real address, they're losing the money. We're going to save taxpayers dollars. And that's just a drop in the bucket. Over at the Justice Department,
and you're fucking
gotten indictments,
playing Lego, which has a bright background, so...
Indictments and convictions just in the last week worth over $500 million. If you are somebody that's been
sure there's not like a dark theme
when are the
for this
going to happen? Where's the criminal accountability, ladies and gentlemen? 2026, as we've been saying here in this community, is going to be a big year.
We've started turning off Medicaid and Medicare dollars to providers that have become clear are fraudulently charging the government with our partners at HHS. The task force is ripping and rolling under the president's leadership, and I think it's really important for all of your viewers to understand. President Trump is the first American president to take seriously this fraud problem, that honest Americans, like you said, are going to be filing their taxes to the federal government next Wednesday. And for years, dishonest citizens and tons of foreigners and foreign governments have been putting their hands into the pockets of ordinary and honest Americans and taking that money from them. And President Trump is the first president to take this problem seriously, and that's why the task force is being successful, because of the leadership of President Trump and the chairman of the task force, Vice President Vance.
Yeah, from day one, he's taken action, and the left has derided him for that, but the American people clearly care about this. I'm curious, you know, as you're doing this, have you heard from any Democratic governors stepping up and saying, I want to partner with you? Newsom, Pritzker, Walz, have you heard from any of them?
Son of a fucking whore, man.
No. In fact, all I've heard from Democrat governors until early this week was the fraud isn't a problem. This is all a hoax. This is all a distraction. Now, of course, it's clear that they understand the political pain that the empire of fraud that Gavin Newsom is constructing in California is going to cause California Democrats, because this week you had the Attorney General of California and the governor touting all the work they're doing on fraud. Total bullcrap. Total bullcrap, Kayleigh. They have been sitting on top of tens of billions of dollars in known fraud for decades and doing nothing about it. And not just doing nothing about it, they have been facilitating it. Let me just give you an example of this. The government sends tens of millions of dollars to the states every year to fund their Medicaid and Medicare fraud fighting units. Hawaii, just since 2021, has gotten millions and millions of dollars from the federal government to fight Medicaid fraud. Do you know how many convictions they've gotten since 2021? Zero.
Wow. And we mentioned Gavin Newsom specifically. We talk about how all of this is now bubbling up to the surface, folks. Let me ask you a question before we talk about Gavin Newsom. Is it a coincidence that this White House new fraud investigation task force is launching now, like within the last 2 weeks? Is the timing? No, it's not. Of course, we're heading into midterms. You know, over the next 6-7 months, as we head toward midterm elections in early November of this year, when people go out to vote, you know that for the next 6 or 7 months, we are going to be talking about fraud, corruption, and abuse that the Democrats
start blaming Trump and the Trump administration. No, the Iranians are their own worst enemy, and this ain't going to be good for them. This is not going to be good for them at all. So that's the latest update right there.
You just like type that into Google to find that image or what?
And I got to say, JD is very presidential in this moment. I could see this guy being number 48 easily. He seems very presidential. He seems very in charge. He seems very on point, and he handled everything perfectly. It was awesome. But that's where we are. So that is pretty interesting right there, that they are not willing to accept the terms that the United States is offering. So we shall see. Let me find out. Okay. 16 hours of negotiations. 16 hours. Holy crap. That's crazy. 16 hours of U.S. negotiations with Iran and Pakistan. And wasn't good enough for them, apparently. So now, I guess we're just going to have to see what else goes on. But I don't think this is going to end well for Iran at all. Is this another angle of it? So, okay, here's where Trump, I guess. So, again, we had a lot going on. So, we have President Trump, who is at UFC.
When it reaches 12 o'clock, that's 2 days of no FAP completed.
And yeah, I still don't have the angle of him shaking Joe Rogan's hand, but I'm sure there is one. But we have that going on. What's this right here? President Trump in his element at
depth
UFC.
charged.
And there is his beautiful wife Kenda and the kids.
Fuck you mean, dog?
Saint and King, Killer, Cub, Swanson.
What the fuck does that mean, dog?
Puts the ultimate capstone on his career tonight. And an emotional. And there is his beautiful wife Kenda.
So there's President Trump. I can't play many of these clips because it will not be good for my channel if I do. So I got to be careful with that. But the latest update is JD Vance, okay? JD Vance, Vice President. I keep wanting to call him JD at Vance. After 16 hours of negotiations, it is not going to have a deal, at least as it stands right now. Let's listen to his comments for those that are just tuning in. He wasn't there long. Let me go back. It's only about a 5-minute. He was only there for a few minutes. So let's see here. Here we go. Right here.
And let me say a couple of notes of appreciation. First of all, to the Prime Minister of Pakistan and to Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts. And whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis, who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news.
Fucking racist.
The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement. And I think that's bad news for Iran. Much more.
You're about to say some racist bullshit, dog.
We go back
to
the
ahead,
United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could.
Yeah, dog, you got a fucking problem with that, dog?
Questions?
Sir, Nick Robertson from CNN. Precisely what have they rejected here?
Do you have a fucking problem with it?
Well, I won't go into all the details because I don't.
Then mind your fucking business.
We negotiated for 21 hours in private, but the simple fact is that we need to see affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations. Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they had before, they've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will. Jen.
Was there a framework on anything? And also, did the Iranian frozen assets come up? And did you reach any conclusions on those frozen assets?
We talked about all those issues, Jen, and we talked about a number of issues beyond that. And so certainly those things came up. But again, we just could not get to a situation where the Iranians were willing to accept our terms. I think that we were quite
and 4 felonies and
Nope.
been identified as Jason Thomas Nichols, according to Solano County records. He is facing 4 felony charges, and
give me a sec. Okay. What did you do? Damn.
his bail is set at $35,000. 35,000? So this is, I haven't seen this video at all. Oh. This dude just opened up a closet thinking it was a bedroom.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
So, according to what I'm hearing on the internet, now you can take this for what it is. It's coming from the internet, all right? But I'm hearing rumors that he was actually looking for Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro has slightly bigger eyebrows. Those are the rumors I'm hearing on the internet. I don't know if it's true.
You might. Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking stop me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking... You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her! Fucking you, bitch! You son of a... I'll fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Holy shit!
Man, hurry the fuck up, because I'm gonna drag his ass out. I'm telling you, what are you talking to, bitch? What are you talking to, bro? Get the fuck, stand on the fucking ground.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Who the fuck do you think you are? My name is Henry Jensen. Get the fuck out of my house. Why do I hear screaming? There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room? I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house.
This motherfucker's got a shovel.
Third room, bro. I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797 Co-op Drive.
It's Triple H. He's burying the talent.
I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking.
Wow, this guy's on point. This guy knows how to handle a situation. Respect to this guy. Okay, hold on. All right.
Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside. Okay. Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please. Yes, sir. Okay. How you doing today, sir? Don't move. Move. Okay, we're not front. Don't move. Sir, come here. Come on in. Sir, come here. Okay. Yeah, help him out, bro.
It would have been funny if when the guy said, "Are you military?" he would have said, "No, I'm a Reddit mod." I know I'm an asshole.
How you doing? There's a little girl trapped in this house. Can you go check her, please? Okay. You got gloves?
Fairfield Police, is anybody inside?
Police Department. You try and get the camera down, figure out where we're at. They're outside.
What state? California, from what I understand.
They said they were not inside. Fairfield Police Department.
Hope the shovel's okay.
Copy.
So there we have that. And insane update on the insane door cam footage that's been circulating. The man who broke into the home in Fairfield, California, Jason Thomas Nichols, the homeowner was inside. Many speculated he may not have been home and somehow didn't kill Mr. Nichols after he broke in. So that's the same video we just watched right there. So he has been arrested. He's been now charged with 4 felonies: assault with a deadly weapon, criminal threats with intent to terrorize, first-degree burglary, and vandalism. Arm yourselves and prepare for deranged lunatics accordingly. That is the theme of it right there. Arm yourself and prepare for deranged lunatics accordingly. That's the message and the moral of the story right there. Okay, let me see where we are. You said someone ran up to Trump at UFC, so I don't know what you meant by that. I haven't seen any clips or anything no issues happen from what I see. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, Pins fans for life, just admit you like little duckies. Fantastic Knox says, have you seen the video of the guy with the bushy brows anime shirt? Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, that's what we were just reacting to right there. Pins fan, again, thank you for the sound these parts. Yeah, I'm interested.
This is going to be a cold start video. See the exhaust manifold, just going to put my hand there.
Okay.
You gonna watch Star Wars Maul? Well, with Mel Gibson or whatever? Oh, I thought you said Mad Max. What the fuck? Ah. I don't know what the fuck. I guess I misheard, dude.
Bug, name it, and then we'll give you a wrench if somebody's willing to pay it like that. We got to grift it, right? That's how it works.
I have a.
I think it's a lot better than Bad Batch.
So we'll see. We'll let the chat figure it out. She can name her price for mod. Let me make it clear, you motherfuckers. She can name her price to be a mod. All right. Clarity is important on the internet. So let me give the clarity. Okay. Just want to make sure that we give the clarity. Madney says, how's your weekend going? It's been a pretty good weekend. How about you? Jason J says, golf is not a sport. Change my mind.
Well, there's a rape scene in
Jason
it.
J, don't you have better things to do? Don't you have better things to do?
I like it. You don't even believe me, dude.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I was watching this sport of golf. I got distracted there. Thank you for the super chat. Stone Farmer says 32 months as a member watching.
They're gonna have it's a Jedi raping his Padawan. Maul saves her.
Jeremy casually pimping his mods. I mean, yeah. Brighton Matt says you're right, Jeremy. I only care about football, proper football, not American. I'm very happy. Brighton and Albion fan. I think that's what you're saying. Hove Albion fan. As we beat Burnley 2-0. Also happy. Is it Glasgow Rangers won today? Is I say that the right way? Hail the 199. I butchered all of that probably, but I do appreciate it. And thank you for always keeping me updated. Golfers are crashing out literally. Well, Tiger Woods has done it a lot of times. Tiger Woods has done it a few times. Pins Fan for Life says Jeep Tax. Fear the Door Greeter says pre-greeting. Hey.
I think it's a lot darker than what I would expect Disney typically puts out.
Hope he takes his religion seriously. Jesus Christ is my savior out of alcoholism. May he find peace, all jokes aside. Thank you, Alan. Matt says quartering unequivocally BTFO'd. Yeah. I guess because many of you are going to bring it up. So I will briefly mention the latest update. The latest update is, right here. Quartering apparently on a stream accidentally showed his tabs, and in the tab says, thanks for your report to YouTube.
It could still be Disney. So there could be a Disney rape scene,
or his email,
but there can also be un-Disney rape scenes. How would that work?
Gun.
Nice. Well, I'm just picturing just fucking cheeks getting clapped and the girl squealing like a pig while she's being held down. I don't know if that's Disney or whatever. It's
I don't know if it's a smoking gun because I think that there's probably some more like this could mean a lot of things. I'm not obviously I'm not taking up for the quartering at all. This could mean a lot of things. So if maybe you don't threaten people to take their channel down, maybe if you don't flaunt the fact that you have a non-Indian YouTube manager publicly and privately, maybe people aren't going to focus in on stuff like this. But one thing is for sure, that the autism of the internet will always win. Never go up against the autism of the internet. It will always win. So I just responded to PPP here, and I was like, this is quartering right here, man. Like, quartering, just be like, I don't think it's a big deal, but according to the police, it is. And if you've seen Trailer Park Boys, you know how awesome this image is. I don't think it's a big deal, but the internet police seem to think it is. That right there is where I'll leave it with good old Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. If you've never seen Trailer Park Boys, it is pure greatness. Funny enough, many of you may not believe this. I was recommended Trailer Park Boys from guess who? Guess who recommended me watch Trailer Park Boys? Take a guess, chat. Somebody in the G&G sphere. Who's going to guess? That's right. Cam Man got it. I probably said it before, but Krista is the one that recommended Trailer Park Boys, if you can believe that one. Pretty damn funny. Krista knows.
Damn, dog.
Says you should watch Trailer Park Boys. I was like, I didn't even know it was based out of Canada. It's from Canada. It's amazing, though. It is an amazing show, and I recommend everybody. But yeah, quartering's just digging the hole deeper. Guess we'll see what happens. TVZTQ says sport of golf tax. There we go. Transgirly says
you want her to die.
Men around the world.
But she's hot. Gave me boners. Pretty darn useful, dog. Oh, dog, she let me fantasize. Why you want to take that away from me? You did for me, dog. What are you talking about? The whole problem, dog. She's got 3 holes. That ain't no problem for me. All of them, dog. She said I could use all of them. In my headcanon, she was fighting so hard to get back to me, dog. What are you talking about, dog? Hey. She wanted my meat saber. Oh.
Paying your bills. Sugar baby Jer. What? Mexi Rage says, me personally, this is my thinking. It may not happen, but a peace deal will.
All right, so yeah, so she dies, and then what?
What is going on,
So you just wanted her to die, that's it? Get revived through the force. I mean, we could. That guy was too busy sucking titty milk from a cow alien, dude. Nah, that ain't Disney, dog. That is the Star Wars canon, dog. It's Star Wars canon, dog. He tried to kill one of his Padawans because he had a bad dream, dog. And he got beaten by Rey, dog. It was genius. It was the realest thing I've seen in many years. Why do you insist on calling me crazy, dog?
Or last, because JD is dealing with zealot liar death cultists. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it.
Negative,
says, I don't know. That's just my opinion, so we'll have to see. We are going to talk about all of that. It's Waddy with $100 and says, mother freaking
Shazer. So what were you smelling? Uncle Ben's dog? Nice. Fucking racist. You don't like having pictures of black people on your rice packaging, dog? Is that what you're fucking telling me? You fucking racist. You fucking piece of shit. Did I ask you to ask me questions? Yeah, I'm allowed to, dog. I'm brown. Oh. Yeah, well, when you think about it, black people are actually brown.
First words I hear
They're
into the
yellow.
stream. Welcome to CobraCast 199. Mod Lives Matter. Chat Lives Matter. Zwanny getting the
You ever watch that movie with Tom Cruise where he just keeps going back in time, dog?
Tax super chat. Hail to you, Zwanny. Bright Matt says, let's see, Glasgow is pronounced Glasgow.
Yeah, you didn't say shit.
How is Hove is pronounced Hove, like Grove.
I would just keep going back and banging
Rove,
that woman.
but with an H sound. Once again, hail the 199 and hail to you. Bright and Matt is
know what I'm saying,
nice. I want to be sarcastic and say, it's not America, I don't give a damn. But Bright and Matt is so awesome. I don't want to say that. I want to say thank you. Really appreciate it, Matt.
Who said about talking?
My America fuck yeah side wants to say, if it ain't American, I don't give a damn.
I will keep doing it until I know every move she's going to do, and then
Move Erotic says, you
it's over.
see now, Ben was right to call you guys at AmFest. You see now, Ben was right to call out guys at AmFest. Hold on. You're talking about Ben Shapiro calling. Okay. A little bit of punctuation and a little more clarity would be very helpful. Luckily, you're dealing with an extremely intelligent streamer. I'm assuming you are talking about when Ben Shapiro called out Tucker Carlson and other right-wingers at AmFest. I think that's what you're talking about. I think. Because he did call them. Okay, he said yes. Okay, got it. All right. See there? High IQ, unlike Tucker Carlson viewers. We'll see, though. Thank you. Marmella says, leave it to Jeremy to change Mod Lives Matter multi-level marketing, a.k.a. pyramid schemes, to a positive acronym for his grift channel. Hey, I'm doing all I can because I've got accused of running a multi-level marketing, or what do they call it? With MCN is what I've got accused of running, a multi-channel network. People thought that I basically, like, what was the multi-channel network from back in the day? YouTube. They had all of these channels signed. If somebody says it, I'll be able to tell you. It was a brand that played ahead of all of these YouTube channels. If somebody says it, I'll know it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Machinima. Yes, Machinima. That's it. Machinima. People essentially accused Geeks and Gamers of being Machinima and running a multi-level marketing scheme or a multi-channel network on YouTube. And I'm like, what the hell is a multi-channel network? I had no idea what it was. It's the same thing as when they accused me of being a Mossad agent. I'm like, what is Mossad? You didn't know what Mossad was? What an idiot. I'm like, the only person stupider is the person that accuses someone of not knowing what Mossad is, of being a Mossad agent. So if I'm stupid for not knowing what Mossad was, how stupid are you for thinking I worked for them? Holy fuck. It shows you the retardation of the anti-Israel network. They are so fucking retarded that they are going to go, you don't even know what it is, yet I'm accusing you of working for them. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Let me Google this shit and see what it is. What a fucking retard. And then they go, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Retard. Nandy for 50 says Trump chess move. Asian oil tankers going to USA instead of Iran, plus 2 Navy ships controlling the strait and keeping it open.
Nice. My mom wants me to help me make food. That's literally what you said. Fucking retard. So what, you want me to stream or what? Darn it.